The ability to stop and think and reflect and choose empathy and choose language and choose understanding before reacting.
Yeah.
So that you can respond, not react from an emotional place, is a skill. And we all need it.
Yes.
Hear what they want to say first,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can make yourself understood. Because you don't know what they're dealing with at that stage. You
Yeah.
don't know what's happening at that stage. Even for me, I don't know, and I studied all of this.
Yeah.
So parents who didn't study early childhood, who didn't study any of this science behind it, how are you supposed to know? It's never too late to start. I get asked this question often, yeah, but she's already 13. It's not late to start. It's never too late to start.
Yeah.
Hi, Karim.
Hi, Robbie. Nice to see you again.
Nice to be with you.
It's so lovely to be with you again as well, and to have these wonderful talks and conversations for all these
Yeah.
people that are parents and people that are in these times today, and how to self-improve and self-develop. Always a pleasure.
Yeah,
Always
thank you very
feeling
much. And today's
privileged.
topic is very cute, about young children and,
Yes.
well, yeah,
Very good.
adorable.
I know today we're going to be talking about raising emotionally intelligent kids and emotional intelligence. I think in 2026, that word emotional intelligence is used loosely
Yeah.
and everywhere. I think if there's someone that knows what it is, it's you, because
Yeah.
you've done this for your whole life and you know what it is being a life coach and your training and all the incredible clients that you have and all the people you've helped.
Yeah.
If you could just set the stage for us to kind of explain to us what is truly emotional intelligence? What does that really mean?
To be emotionally intelligent is to be able to recognize your own feelings, other people's feelings, understand, have empathy, have the ability to resolve conflict, have the ability to self-soothe, to co-regulate your system, to reflect, to know what to say when and how, and basically to learn how to live life and navigate all those emotions through, right? I'm going through this, so I'm stressful, so I better do this to calm down my stress. I'm acting like that, I wonder why. Oh, I'm still grieving, then I need more time. I'm raising this child, he's triggering me. I'm feeling my childhood emotions. Let me get some coaching, let me read some books so that I don't pass it on to my child. I'm getting a new job, I'm going to practice for the interview, I'm going to express in the interview how interested I am in it, and I'm going to show interest in the guy who's interviewing me, and I'm going to show how passionate I am about the job. I go out in the world, someone screams on the street, I don't take it personally because it's not about me. Clearly something from his past or life is affecting him, so I'm not going to take on people's emotions. I understand that people who don't smile need my smile more than the people who do smile back at me. It's basically understanding emotions and feelings and knowing how to work with them and navigate them in life to achieve and live your best life. And not just your own internal emotions and feelings, the external people as well. Being able to look around and understand what's going on, and knowing what is appropriate and inappropriate at that moment, knowing what not to take personally, knowing what to work on, knowing to name how to name your situation and understand where you are now in life, and not being stuck in one place because you're miserable, hovering above and seeing what was before and what's after and what can be done about it. So I often tell people emotional intelligence is what makes you or breaks you in life. It really is. For me, it's what makes you or breaks you in life. Because you can be someone who's never ever graduated in anything and failed at everything in school and yet become successful, happy, and have the best life if you have the social emotional skills to survive.
Which we're not always born with.
We're not always born with it. This is a learned skill. Of course, you might be genetically more prone to certain, but you're not born with it. You need to learn a lot of social emotional skills from the adults around you. And if the adults around you are overwhelmed, running, and not present, and you're mostly with strangers at school and childcare centers and after school and camps and whatever, then you're actually, luck of the draw. If they know how to behave and they're teaching you this, good for you. If they don't, they don't. beautiful thing is you notice nowadays more and more schools are teaching this as a skill in school. There are classes called Reflect. There are classes that are about future skills, and they try if they can fit it in their curriculum to teach it, but still not the same as really teaching it to your own child if you are a parent.
Of course, yeah.
And for them to watch you actually live and practice this with your family.
Yeah, and day to day.
And day to day.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
And that's interesting. So, okay, so we discussed a little bit about what emotional intelligence looks like for maybe an adult and kind of thing, but what does it really look like in a 2-year-old, 7-year-old, and maybe beyond that? What are your thoughts?
For a 2-year-old, I would expect with emotional and social intelligence, you would expect a 2-year-old to know that there are emotions and feelings. I often teach them this language I used to in my company that I had. Teach them the words. I'm happy today. I am sad today.
Yeah.
I am lonely today. I'm excited today. So you ask, how do you feel? So they should be able to name what they are feeling at that moment.
At 2 years old?
They can. Oh yeah, absolutely. And if they can't, you actually practice it with them. So when they're crying, you can say, I see you are very sad right now. Let me hold you. Let me see if I can help you calm down. So you name what's happening. When they're playing and excited, I see you're so excited right now. Oh, look at you. You're so happy. Oh, look at you. We need to be patient right now. Let's try to be patient. So you name things so that they start to put words to the feeling. And that's so essential, not just because they're learning the vocabulary, but also, like I said earlier to you in the other podcast, when the time comes and they start talking more and more, naming the emotions makes you feel better. Already just saying, I feel angry, and you acknowledge that I see you're angry, Robbie, I'm really sorry, I see it. That already brings the nervous system down to a very comfortable place, much more comfortable than before naming it. So to be able to verbalize how you feel is essential. And this is in the toddler years, it's wonderful to start to teach them. You see it in early childhood centers. They have charts with happy, sad, mad, tired, and how do I feel today? And you can point at the picture of how you feel today and so on. I used to do it with my kids, and when my kids at work, and when I would be at a school for a meeting, I hear kids in the playground from far away, Robbie, today I feel really proud. They see me walking, like, oh, we better tell Robbie how we feel, right? I love it. I love it. The ability to acknowledge how you feel and to communicate it. That's for a young one. But then when you're talking about a 7-year-old, now we're at a point where we can not only acknowledge how we feel and say it and verbalize it, we can now go further to see, why do I feel that way? Why am I angry? Or why am I happy? And what can I do about that? If you're so happy because the teacher said this, I should say thank you and give her a hug. Or if I'm really angry and it's because he doesn't want to play with me, let me ask someone to help me to resolve this conflict. So you go a step further. For teens, it's again a step up, because now you're going towards young adults and there's a lot of hormones involved. So emotional intelligence at this point needs to include a lot of self-regulating in knowing, why am I so explosive? Why am I today so happy and now I'm sad and now I'm glad and now I'm grumpy? And understanding that hormones are at play. Understanding that you need to exercise more to vent a little bit. Understanding that you shouldn't take it out on your mate or your parent, or try your best to see if you can go for a run. Understanding what triggers you as well, and communicating it and trying not to repeat the cycle. So it goes a further step up.
Very good.
Yeah.
Like in a 7-year-old, how would that look like?
In a 7-year-old, it's...
Or 8, but 6, I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
7 or 8. Actually, I wrote something about 7 or 8. Other than naming the emotion, I said problem solving for conflicts. That by 7 or 8, you expect that they know how, or they are learning how to solve conflicts. And depends on the conflict they are in. So often if it's at home, if it's a conflict with a sibling, the parents need to be involved, but not always and not immediately. You need to allow them both to try to deal with the situation. And when a parent gets involved when there's a conflict going on and your child is involved, it starts with, the steps are, you first start with, I see that there is something happening here and I hear your voices are getting loud. Let's talk about this and see what we can do. What's happening? They both start talking at the same time because there's emotions. The adult or the parent at that moment needs to say, I'm going to listen to you one by one. I will choose that you speak first and then I will choose that you speak next. And next time you can speak first. But for now, I want to hear you. And when you speak, I want you to wait because your turn is coming. And it's very important to stay with that calm voice, not get pulled into their emotional roller coaster. When one child says, well, I was on the bike first and now he wants to use the bike, but I was using this, and every time I choose another toy, he wants it, but I was on it first, so I really want to use it. Then acknowledging what they said. I hear, so you look at both the children, I hear Jim, let's call him Jim, say that he's frustrated. Every time he's choosing something to play with, you are coming and asking to play the same thing or to play with the same item. Thank you, Jim, for telling us how you feel. Now, Nathan, tell me what happened. And then Nathan can say something else. It can be with, well, I didn't ask for it right away, but I want to play together. And every time I want to play together, then he goes again to something else, and I just want to be together. So then the parent can say, I hear Nathan saying that what he's trying to do is to play together. So he's feeling bad, rejected, because he wants to be with you to play together. What can we do about this? Not to give the solution. Don't give the solution immediately, because if you start giving solutions, they'll always run to you, trigger each other, and now you have to create a solution. You
have to solve it, right? And that's not good behavior. Yeah, that's not good. You don't want to train that.
Not at all. You actually now acknowledged this person and let them speak, and they felt heard. You acknowledged this person, let them speak, and they felt heard. You repeated what they both said and asked them, what shall we do about it? Never, ever, ever has ever been a time in my whole career and time as a parent that both children said, we don't know. Never. Never. Every single time, either one will give a solution and the other one will, or they will fight over a solution, or they will both start talking at the same time. So then the adult's job again is to say, stop, one at a time, please. You go first, and then you go, or you go first, and then you go. And if both can't come to a conclusion, let's say he says, well, I just want to play alone. And then he says, but I want to play with you. So then we can say, you can throw in bait for this. Would it be an idea that you play alone for 5 or 10 minutes first, and then give him 10 minutes of your time? Because he's your little brother and he really wants to play with you. Or if today is not suitable, would it be an idea for tomorrow? And then the other kid has to understand that he really wants time alone today because he had a long day at school. So we're going to let him play on the bike and you're going to come with me and we're going to play another game. So the parent can actually guide the solution. Would it be an idea that he first goes on the bike for 10 minutes and the second person that gets the bike goes for 15 minutes? Would you want to be the first one or the second one? The second one gets more time. What do you guys think of that solution? Would that work? Yes, it would work, but then I can't be with him. Well, but would you rather do 15 minutes on the bike, or would you rather be, and but you don't give a solution. And when they come to a solution together and they wrap it up, before they break quickly, you acknowledge and say, well done. You just talked about it. You told me how you feel. You said how you feel. I listened to you both and we've reached a solution. Well done, you guys, you solved it. Well done, I'm stepping away, you guys do that. I'll time you for 10, when it's 10 I tell you, and then you go on for 15, and tomorrow you play together. Today he doesn't want to play with anyone. Very good, guys.
Yeah.
And you step away. So the parent stays calm all through. They watch the problem, they acknowledge the emotions, they give some bait to come to a solution, and they step away. And this ideally happens right away from the beginning, not when the explosion has happened and they're pulling at the toy and smacking each other. If the smacking is already happening and you're entering the situation a tad later, you go in first to calm the situation. You go in to say, I want calm, hitting is not okay, screaming is not okay, this bike is going here, you calm down here, you calm down here, in 5 minutes we're going to talk about this. Let's deal now with our emotions and calm down. So first the calm down. So these are skills that they will really help your children tremendously in life. They're learning problem solving. They're learning that their feelings matter. They're learning to listen to other people's feelings. They're learning that these skills can be taught. They're learning that these skills can be learned. They're becoming more social. They're becoming more adaptable. They are coping with others' explosions and emotions better. They're not taking it personally.
No.
But when you come in and you yell and scream,
Dynamite.
Game over.
It's funny, all the things you mentioned, especially at the beginning about getting the people together and whatever, it's exactly what we use in business. It's that conflict resolution thing, like bringing the two people together, sit down and understanding. That's exactly what you use when leading and managing and working with teams.
There you go.
It's like very standard. Okay, of course, we're not talking about the little tricycle or whatever they're playing. We're talking about, okay, this software or this Excel sheet or this cost or what, it's always, but what you just said now, I recognized immediately. That's why I was like a bit shocked by it. Yeah, so it goes to show you that at such a young age, even though, okay, as adults, it seems like, okay, it's a tricycle, like who cares, you know?
But to them, the tricycle is a project. It is the most important thing in their life.
I know.
This is it.
Yeah, exactly.
This is it. And you see how beautiful it is to learn something like that at this age. You save them a whole lifetime at school of fighting and arguing and issues.
Unnecessary.
Negativity in life, stress, anxiety. If children can learn to deal with each other like that from an early age, which I watched and I witnessed in my last business, in my centers, the happy little ones in the playground, every time new children joined, they learned very quickly that this is how we resolve conflict. This is how we do things. This is how we communicate. Of course, they are not expected to always be happy. No child, no human, no one is expected to always be happy.
No, it's unnatural.
Even the happiest person in the world is not happy all the time.
No, never.
It doesn't exist. So parents who say to me, oh, they need to be happy, no, that is not true. They need to be everything. Happy, angry, sad, it depends on the time in life and the chapter and the challenges they're going on.
The current situation.
That's right. They don't need to be happy. They need to know how to deal with their emotions. And when they are under 5, they borrow your system to cope with everything. They learn from you how to do everything. When they're 7 and up, they're starting now to understand how things work and they can implement it themselves. When they are teenagers, it even gets more complicated and on and on. It's an important thing to mention what you told me earlier. Can I bring it now in?
Yeah, please,
Why are we choosing mainly to talk about 5 or 7 years old? Every stage is different, and that's true. 8 is also important, 13 is also important, 20 is also important.
Sweet 16, 18,
And they're all very different developmental stages.
Of course,
But the reason why 5 and 7 are ideal to talk about is because 5 falls in a developmental period where children usually in the formative years immediately react from emotion. They jump to emotion immediately and they react. There's no logic in the background going on.
It's a direct trip.
Direct. So the way it works, if I simplify it, there's your senses and there's this little one of 2 years old, or any human, right? We got sight and hearing and feeling, and so all our senses. There, our perception, this is how we understand our world around us, we perceive in, right? So this little one will perceive everything. If that little one, so look at a 5-year-old and look at a 7-year-old. If the little one of a 5-year-old is in a classroom and someone, his friend pushes him away, pushes him hard, and he fell down. What happens is the perception is I see and I feel that my friend pushed me, and that is hard, and I fall, and immediately it goes to the emotion, from the perception to the feeling. The feeling is this was horrible. They scream, they get up, and they push back. The other one, I'm gonna push you because you pushed me, and even though it's his best friend, right? But at the moment he pushed him. They go from best friends to enemies in seconds, the little ones, right? Because it's an emotional driven situation. There's nothing more than immediately perceive, react, full stop.
Cool.
When we pass the formative years and we enter older ages from, let's say 6, 7 preferably and up, this changes a lot, because now we're able to reflect. So when a 7-year-old is in the classroom with his best friend and his best friend pushes him and he falls down, he gets up, and of course he feels very hurt, but there's a shock of, why would you do that?
Yeah.
What, you're my best friend. Why did you, where did this come from? And then he gets up and he says, hey, why did you push me? Are you okay? So you see the empathy kicked in. Are you okay? Why would you push me? Did I do something? Like, hello? It's like, I don't like that. And then they're angry at their friend for pushing them. Or their friend answers and says, sorry, I didn't mean it. I'm having a bad day and my dad is gone, whatever. And then they feel sorry for him and they're like, it's okay. Or they're not sorry for him because he did it on purpose, and then they can push them back. But there's a moment of reflection before the emotion. So they perceive, they reflect what happened, and then they go, you know? So the feeling is the same. It's not that they feel different than the little one that got pushed. The emotion is still there. But the reaction of the 7-year-old or anyone above 7 is delayed. You can now have some logic kick in. There's a thought, I choose to believe he's my best friend and something is wrong, let me ask what's happening, right? As adults, if you come home and you just plop on the couch and don't talk to your girlfriend and don't say hello or anything, she feels hurt, but she chooses to believe that you had a long day and she wants to come and ask, how are you, honey? I'm sorry, are you okay? Or she can be immature and has never learned those skills, and immediately reacts and goes up to you and say, what the heck? You come in, you don't say hi, you don't love me, you don't care, what's going on, blah, blah, blah.
It's a different,
to take it so personally and explode on you, I mean, unless you have a past, but you know what I'm trying to say. So this is a skill that you learn over time. There are adults who grow up and still act like they're 2 years old. The ability to stop and think and reflect and choose empathy and choose language and choose understanding before reacting, so that you can respond, not react from an emotional place, is a skill. And we all need it. And it's available from 7 on. And it happens naturally, especially if we feed it, it grows in the right way. But children who grow up without none of this, mom and dad shush you, say nothing, or teachers pay no attention to it, and it's survival of the fittest on the playground, end up being these adults who can't reflect, who can't think beyond the emotion.
Cool. So what are things that parents can do to model emotional regulation when they're feeling overwhelmed themselves? Like, what are some kind of tips, tricks?
Communication is the key. Don't hide it from your children. Make them see what you're doing and you're dealing with. Of course, don't be always overwhelmed, because then you're teaching them there's no joy in life. But when you do feel the overwhelm, speak it and say it. You know, honey, I'm feeling really terrible today. I had a long day and I really need to go for a jog. Otherwise, I'm going to be too stressed out. I know I need a jog to release some of these feelings and come back to myself again. Or if they say something or snap, I need some time to calm down. It's not you. I just need to calm down, and then I'll come back to you. It has nothing to do with you. I'm just right now needing to deal with my feelings. Naming things like, today I feel very good and excited, and I'm looking forward to going to work or to the gym or to wherever. Or today I feel really sad. I'm still grieving that grandpa passed away. So please be gentle with me today. If I say something that you don't like, don't snap, be kind to me. Remember when you're sad how nice I am to you. I need that today too. So communicate it, no matter their age, just communicate it. Children learn by the way you act.
Okay.
Children learn about the life or the world around them from the behavior of the adults around them. This is how children understand life.
So this is kind of by implementing it on yourself as a parent or adult, you're also kind of teaching that kind of emotional regulation to children as well.
They see you care about yourself. They see you self-love.
Yeah.
They see you talk about yourself with compassion. They see you say, it's not you, it's me. And then they repeat the same thing. They do the same thing.
So yeah, we were talking about naming big feelings, and I think that's really important, and there's a sense of emotional validation there. But there's emotional validation and then setting clear boundaries. Because if it's, or else you're gonna have chaos if it's always emotional validation. I mean, you can validate anything, but there has to be that kind of boundary to kind of
absolutely
check and balance, kind of thing. So how do you see that? How does that work? And how are you able to implement that in your clients, most importantly?
So basically what I tell my clients always, if you cannot do one and not the other. Parents who don't acknowledge feelings and don't talk about them and jump right away, you're going to do what I said right now, get up, 1, 2, 3, if I count to 3 and you're not there, you're in trouble. So there's no acknowledging any feelings. You bypass the feelings completely and you jump to that authoritative parenting. You're missing the whole bit of acknowledging feelings and calming the child down so they can hear what you're going to say. Because I just told you, if the child acts angry and you say, I see that you are angry, I'm sorry you feel this way, already the nervous system calms down a lot. And they're able now to understand or hear a little bit, I see you're angry, I see you're upset. And we're still going to go to school. It's not negating, I see it, I'm sorry you're angry. You look very upset, and we are still going to school. So I'm still being strict, and there's a boundary, and we're still gonna do that, but I'm acknowledging your feelings. On the other hand, I do have clients who only do this bit, and they don't do this bit. The kids walk all over them, right? Oh, I'm sorry you're upset. I'm sorry you're angry. But honey, we have to go to school. Oh, sweetheart, we're getting late. Oh, baby, come on, we have to. Okay, these shoes, no, you want these shoes, no, and on and on and on and on and on. It goes until there's a meltdown. Now we're an hour late. Okay, we won't go to preschool today. And then there is no guidance or holding or taking. The problem with this method, of course, it doesn't work, because then you're gonna raise children who are gonna be parentified. They feel that their word goes and yours doesn't, and that's a very scary place for a child to be. Children need to feel that you as the adult are my rock. You guide me, you tell me, you hold me with love. But I can go bananas and I can have meltdowns and I can depend on your emotional well-being and I will borrow your self-regulation system and whatever. You hold me. That safety is so essential for a child to feel held. So you gotta do both. I see you're really upset. I see you don't want these shoes. I can see you're crying and don't want to go to school. I hear you. I'm sorry for you that you feel like this today. We are going to wear the yellow shoes and we are going to school in 5 minutes.
Simple.
So we're guiding, we're holding, and we're acknowledging the feelings as well. And that's how you do it. You gotta have the two.
And it's really next to each other.
Next to each other.
Yeah, that's
always
interesting.
I see you don't want to eat the vegetables.
It doesn't give them a kind of wrong dichotomy in their brain. This is how to do it.
What happens in their brain and in their being is they are heard, they feel seen, they feel acknowledged, and they feel held, and they are still guided. All of them have happened. This is the same as adults again. If you have a meeting with someone in an office, like you said, because literally everything I teach, I had people who read the book Choices and they said, we need this in the office, right? It's the
Choices
same.
for adults.
Humans
you should
are
write
humans.
one. Sorry. Yeah.
I am. There's a series of them, right?
I
There's
didn't
one
know.
coming for teens and one for
Cat's out of the bag.
It's really there, yeah. Because it is the same. Humans
Yeah.
are humans, right?
Nice, yeah, of
Ideally,
course.
you learn it when you're little, but these are the same skills, the
Yeah.
same exact thing. If you're in the office and you having problems with one of the employees and you call them to the table and you're sitting down and they're like, yeah, but I'm overwhelmed and I'm exhausted and I cannot, and you're asking too much, this deadline, this deadline. Again, first you acknowledge, I'm sorry you feel this way.
Yeah.
I see you are exhausted.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry that this is the situation between you and your colleagues at this moment and that it's causing you a lot of stress.
Yeah.
We are still going to meet the deadline. We are still going to make that deadline.
You still need to go to school.
We still
you
need to finish
still
it.
put on your shoes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you can talk further, of course, when you're adults and even with children when they are older, past 7 years old, you can talk further and say, we'll talk about it. Now you're going to go to school. When you come back, we're going to see how we can fix it tomorrow so you don't get overwhelmed in the morning. Perhaps we need to go to sleep earlier. Perhaps we need to set your shoes already from the day before. We'll see what you need to make this easier on you. Same with your employee. I hear you're stressed right now. I understand it's not going well in your department. I see that you feel it's chaotic. We're still going to meet this deadline. Right after this deadline, it's coming in a day or two, we will sit and talk to see how can we resolve this situation in your department. Because I don't want it to hurt you. I want to help you with it. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
If you don't acknowledge first and you insist on the deadline, they won't even want to work for you anymore. At some point, they're going to burn out, crash, and leave.
Yeah.
They don't want to do this.
For sure.
And if you only acknowledge the feelings and become their counseling and coach and help, you're not going to make those deadlines.
Yeah.
It's going to hurt you in the long run. Same thing with children. Identical children are just young adults.
Yeah.
We are all overgrown children.
Of course. Yeah. And who we become is a little bit of quite a lot of reflection of the childhood.
Yes.
Right? That's kind of.
Yes.
So this is what people can do, what parents can do. But I can imagine there's a lot of mistakes. And what are the kind of mistakes and things you encounter in your practice that kind of block emotional intelligence or even correct, behavior for future? What are the things that kind of block? Let me start that again.
I mean, I understand what you mean. They block this development, right? I understand totally what you mean. There are many, but to start with a few is dismissing emotions.
Yeah.
And feelings.
Yeah.
When you
dismiss it. Under the rug kind of thing? Or?
Under the rug thing.
Okay.
Or making them feel totally unseen. Again, take it back to your adult scenario with employees. If an employee doesn't feel seen, heard, acknowledged, he doesn't even exist, this is not a good scenario. So we don't dismiss emotions. Listen.
Yeah.
Seek to understand before you speak. Before you want others to understand you, seek to understand who you're talking to. So try to understand your child before you want them to understand you.
Yes.
Hear what they want to say first, and then you can make yourself understood. Because you don't know what they're dealing with at that stage. You don't know what's happening at that stage. Even for me, I don't know, and I studied all of this.
Yeah.
So parents who didn't study early childhood, who didn't study any of this science behind it, how are you supposed to know?
Yeah.
You just, you assume that he's screaming and crying because he bumped his leg when he was coming in the room. But the bump is nothing. It's just the final drop. He had a horrible day the whole day in preschool.
Yeah.
The bump was just a final drop. You don't know that. What do you know?
Exactly.
So seek to understand. You teach them this skill when you do that as well. So don't dismiss emotions. Be available to listen. Self-regulate your system. Start by taking care of yourself so you can take care of others. Because if you're not taking care of yourself, you can't do anything for others. If you are yourself a stress bomb and you're drowning in traumas from childhood and issues from above and below, you can't help your children or your employees.
Gotcha.
There's no way.
Yeah.
You can fake it, but it's not going to work.
It's going to come through at some point.
It's going to come through, and eventually it will really hurt you. The stress will become so strong you'll fall apart and crumble. Employees you can lose and businesses can struggle, But a child, you don't want to lose when they grow up. You want that child to become a teenager and say, I'll always go back to my parents and tell them because they're my best friends.
Yeah.
They're my anchor in life.
Yeah.
They won't judge me. They will guide me. They love me and they teach me how to behave in life. Behavior is one thing and being seen is another.
Absolutely.
As a human.
Yeah.
Right? And like I said also to you earlier, it's not about perfection and having a perfect child. It's about having a child who knows how to perfectly navigate daily life emotions, people, and situations. Right? Because perfection doesn't really exist in everyday life.
You're teaching a skill, not a result, essentially.
That's right.
This perfect result is not.
That's right. And the sooner you teach it from the beginning, the easier every stage coming up becomes. When you have kids, they're kids for a few years, then they're older for a few years, then they're teenagers for many years, then they're adults for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
So if you don't deal with it when it's little, it gets harder in the next stage. If you don't deal with it in the next stage, it gets seriously complicated when they're teenagers. And if it's not dealt with, and at teenagers, it's very difficult at this moment now to deal with that, what had piled up from the beginning. And then you have adults that don't want to talk to you, that are irritated by mom, gaps between parents and children. It's completely unnecessary. You love them and they love you. It's a matter of communication. It's a matter of understanding. It's a matter of self-skills. Why create this agony for you as an adult, as a parent, to miss your children, not see your children, and have all these fights? I've worked enough with parents who haven't seen their kids or haven't talked to their kids, or they come up to me at the end of the lectures. We had one, I think, earlier this year, if I'm right, and the older ladies club that we did the thing for at the Carlton. And some people, like, it baffles me that someone who's a grandma can come up to me and say, I haven't talked to my mom, and she herself is so old. Or they come up and say things like, yeah, my daughter and I haven't spoken in 15 years, and it breaks my heart.
Next level.
It's breaking her heart. You can imagine. It is
tough.
It's heartbreaking.
It's difficult, yeah.
And they do acknowledge things. They say, I did things wrong and I shouldn't have done it, especially when she was in high school. And I understand I hurt her tremendously and I've apologized, but she doesn't seem to get through it or past it, and I want her to. Well, that's for you now as a mother. But for her, she struggled her whole life because of what happened back then. And of course, we are all victims of victims. No one wishes the worst for their child.
No.
No one.
No.
Everybody is a victim of a victim because of the lack of knowledge and information and available ways to deal with children. And this is why this kind of work is so important.
Yeah.
This is why it's so essential. If you don't know how to do it, if you think you're struggling, if your life seems like it's a struggle right now, if it's missing joy, then your child is feeling the same way. Stop and get help. Stop and get tools. It's so important because it will only pile up. And if you fix it from the beginning, it's a joyride. Of course, they'll always trigger you because they're children, but that's beautiful. They trigger you, you work on yourself, you teach them skills and vice versa, and you grow up to be all best friends.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic. One thing my son said to me in the kitchen, I think was it a year ago or 2 years ago, and it stuck with me. I love it, and I remind him of it always. He says, Mama, you're my best friend, mother, and sister at the same time. And it really it's
very sweet.
Every time I say it, my heart skips a beat. I love that he said that. I'm his sister, best friend, and mother at the same time.
Yeah.
So, and then you see how his mind and emotions are. So he finds the guide in me, that the times when I'm strict, but I'm also his best friend, so he can tell me anything, because he knows I will never feel different towards him. It's the behavior I will address. I will never make him feel rejected. It's not about him as a person.
No.
I can be very angry about the behavior. I have done that.
Of course,
he's now
normal. Every
testing.
parent, yeah.
But as a person, he knows he is unconditionally loved by me for absolutely no reason. I don't love him because he's successful. I don't love him because he's intelligent. I don't love him because he has high grades. I don't love him because he's beautiful. I love him because he exists.
Gotcha.
And he knows that. I don't need a reason to love him. The behavior is something else.
Yeah.
And when your child knows this and you communicate this, guess what? Now you can talk about the behavior and they will take it.
Yeah.
Because they have such a strong base with you, you're the best friend.
Yeah.
It's never too late to start. I get asked this question often, yeah, but she's already 13. It's not late to start. It's never too late to start.
Yeah.
Never, even for these older ladies that I just mentioned from that lecture, it's not too late. You can always start. But how beautiful would it be to start so early, because it heals your inner child. You yourself will heal your past by doing this.
Thank you very much. Thank you for sharing all
You're
your,
welcome.
also the personal side is very powerful, and I think it really gives insight to all the knowledge and your own self-reflection, which is like, you're like Wonder Woman of self-reflection, which is really great.
I've received it all in one lifetime, like I said.
It's excellent. It's a richness beyond recognition, so it's good.
Thank you.
I'm really grateful for this emotional intelligence talk. I think it's something that's really important and critical for people to grow up with. And I've actually learned a few things myself and how I can implement in my own life. So thank you for that as well. Some blind spots I had myself. So thank you very much for sharing. And as always, really a pleasure to be here with you and to have these talks.
Same here. Time flies when we're talking. So thank you for doing this for us and being with us and talking.
My pleasure. Thank you. I'm sure all our viewers and readers will enjoy it. So thank you. And of course, to check out the Choices book. It's parenting 101 for all the new
I'll
parents.
let you know when the adult one is out.
Yeah, yes, please do send it. We'd love to read it.
Yeah, great.
Cool.
Thank you, Karim.
Thank you so much.